breaking news and weather authority. This is News 10 First at 4.
Good afternoon and thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Sam. Some of the harshest critics of State Police Director Christy Kibi-Achu have decided they will no longer push for her resignation. Colonel Achu met with members of the Legislative Black Caucus at the state capitol today.
Devin Funchess has seemed to really embrace the physicality of his routes and getting those extra yards. Does that give you a little bit of an enjoyment to see him kind of truck sticking people out there?
It's funny to hear a female talk about routes. Like, it's funny.
There you heard it. Carolina Panthers quarterback Cam Newton's response to a reporter, Jordan Rodriguez, has a lot of people talking on social media right now. Rodriguez says she asked Newton about it after the press conference, and his response only made things worse. She's choosing not to share those details of that conversation. Most of you on Facebook don't think Newton meant anything by his comment. Randy Smith says, "Come on, people. He was just saying it's weird to hear women talk so in depth about football, not criticizing her expertise. Why do we have to get so upset about every comment someone makes? We are becoming a society that is too sensitive. Let it go." Ramita Gonzalez agrees as she says, "I think he was caught off guard by her in-depth knowledge and impressed. Natural reaction, not negative or demeaning at all." But Tammy Horn comes with a different takeaway, saying, "Yep, it's sexist. There have been knowledgeable female reporters for years." You can head over to our Facebook page, WILX, and tell us what you think about this whole conversation. Another talker that's picking up the conversation on our social media pages, stopping for school buses. Ingham County deputies are going to start picking up patrols due to drivers who try to pass up buses when their stoplights are flashing. Reactions are coming in from both sides of the field about speeding bus drivers as well as those who fail to stop for those buses, with most of you asking for traffic safety across the board. We want to hear from you. You can join our conversation on Facebook and let us know what you think about breaking school bus laws. Well, there's a lot more news ahead at 5 and 6. Ann is here with a preview of it all. Good afternoon, Ann.
Good afternoon, Joe. We have a lot going on in the newsroom. We talked with Governor Rick Snyder for the first time since the state police and this weekend's big game in Ann Arbor. We'll see you back here at 5 o'clock.
Well, thanks, Ann, for that. Like we just mentioned, weather a big topic, and that's right. Many enjoyed the pleasant showers we received yesterday. I don't think a lot of people had complaints about the weather today.
Oh, not at all. Gorgeous day, running 10 degrees above normal, all that sunshine.
And how about this? Anxious skiers and snowboarders got an early Christmas gift when snow covered the Colorado mountains. A fall snowstorm brought more than a foot of snow to some spots outside of Denver. And although many official ski slopes are still not open for the season, skiers set up their own slopes in the backcountry. Getting heavy snow in early October is not rare in Colorado, but it has been a few years since that has come down so early. So, of course, Andy, everyone wants to know here, are we going to be getting some of that early snowfall since it's been so hot in October?
Yeah, you know, our pattern still looks pretty good. It may take until well after the middle of the month to even find our first frost, so that's getting pushed back. But it's interesting to note that since 1966, they've taken track of how much snow has been across the nation, and this year's ranked in the top 4.
Wow.
So there's a lot out there, and there's a ton of snow in Eurasia, which we watch for that for the cold weather for winter. That probably could spell for a colder and snowier winter if that continues. So yeah, this is a high amount of snow cover already out in the Rockies. For us, I see still quite some mild weather yet to come. But we'll get there, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people are waiting to take those pea coats out of the closet and throw those on.
And in time, we'll get to that cooler weather first, and then we'll worry about snow as we head towards December.
Right, so patience, people,
right,
patience.
Exactly.
Thanks for that, Andy. Of course, we all like seeing pictures of our friends' kids on social media, but when does that sharing become too much? Even in the most innocent post can pose potential risk to your children's digital identities. David Andrews is here with advice on protecting your kids' privacy on social media.
Another thing to think about, wait until you get home before posting any vacation photos. You don't want to reveal to any would-be burglars that you're away from home.
A lot of people like to take those pictures and post it right to social media.
Right away, yeah. Might want to just wait a day or two once you get back.
Most definitely. Well, thanks for that information. Keeping you guys safe out there. Now, of course, with the weekend just around the corner, you may be looking forward to, of course, some sleeping in a little. Why experts say that's a bad idea and how a common gadget can help you get better rest. Next on News 10. Millions of Americans use fitness trackers to keep tabs on their daily activity, but they also collect data on your sleep. Dr. Frank McGeorge tells us about a sleep expert and how you can learn the best ways to use this information to get a better night's rest.
I sleep 8 to 9 hours.
I just don't know about wearing something while I'm sleeping.
Unless it's patches.
Right, that's it. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Well, that does it for today's edition of First at 4. Stay tuned for more of today's top stories on News 10 at 5 and 6.
We got a more detailed look at the forecast, carrying it right through the weekend and the 7-day outlook coming up in just 30 minutes.